As soon as Ji Mo became conscious, the handsome man in front of her said to her coldly, "Ji Mo, I'm not discussing with you now. I'm just telling you to sign this divorce agreement immediately." When he first came to this plane, Ji Mo's soul couldn't fully integrate into this body. At this moment, his soul was being ripped apart. She was covered in cold sweat and her body was shaking slightly, but so many people in the room only looked at her with indifferent and angry eyes. A middle-aged woman dressed in extravagance and well-maintained frowned, and said impatiently, "Momo, don't pretend, it's useless." Then the tone grew serious. "Momo, Si Cheng was originally your sister's husband. Now that your sister is back, you should return everything to the original owner and give Si Cheng to your sister. Your sister has been raising her children alone all these years and has suffered a lot. While she was suffering, you lived a good life at Sis' house. Don't you think you owe her? Zhao Bao is your nephew, so you have the heart to watch him live in a single-parent family without a father? Momo, why don't you speak? Are you still unwilling to fulfill your sister? Do you really want your sister to be scolded for the rest of her life for the reputation of having unmarried children? How can you be so selfish? Si Cheng doesn't know Lingling as her fiancé, so he likes her and has a child with her, which shows that the two of them are destined. Why do you have to break them up? You can't see your sister, right? Your sister likes Si Cheng. Without Si Cheng, she will never be happy in her life. Look at how haggard she has become these days. She even fainted from crying several times because of her guilt for you, and there is a big problem in her heart. Are you really willing to force her to death? How could I give birth to such an indifferent and ruthless daughter as you? Your sister has sacrificed a lot for you, and finally got happiness and a child. Balabala, a rebuke. As if this is not all misfortune, it is caused by her. She must dedicate everything she has to make up for it, in order to be worthy of Ji Ling. At this moment, Ji Mo could feel the suffocation in his chest. That is the emotion that the original body remains in the body. That's right, the current Ji Mo is no longer the original Ji Mo. She is an outstanding scientist from the year 3024 of the Star Era thousands of years later. Because of the lack of material in 3024, as a scientist, she used high-end technology to create a light brain space system. The optical brain system not only has a storage function, but also helps her capture a body that is highly compatible with her own soul. And the owners of these bodies, for various reasons, the soul can no longer return to the body. And they do not want to go back alive. In order to borrow these bodies to come to the plane to collect substances, Ji Mo promised to help these original bodies fulfill a wish. Because there are many unknown factors in the optical brain system, Ji Mo became the first to try out the optical brain system. The worst case happened in the end. She could use the optical brain system to travel to any plane, but found that she could not go back to 3-star era 3024. Ji Mo can only improve the optical brain system while collecting substances. And now this plane is a plane generated by a novel. Ji Ling, the heroine of the novel, and Oh Sicheng, the heroine, have been engaged since childhood. But the two have never seen each other since they grew up. In order to win the family struggle, Oh Sichung pretends to be a pig and eats a tiger, and has been pretending to be disabled. He is said to be cruel and indifferent. Ji Yu Ling was dissatisfied with her family marrying her to such a man. Before marriage, she went to buy drunk, walked into the wrong room, had a romantic relationship with a strange man in the hotel, and even ran away from the marriage the night before the marriage and ran away from home. The Ji Yu family's background is not comparable to that of the Oh family, and their daughter escaped from marriage. They couldn't bear the anger of the Oh family, so they asked the eldest daughter to marry instead. Ji Yu Ling, who escaped marriage, found out that she was pregnant not long after. She gave birth to a talented cute baby abroad by herself. She also met the second male Han Shuyuan, and was taken care of by Han Shuyuan. 5 years later, Ji Yu Ling returned to China and met Oh Sichung. Oh Si admitted that she was the woman that night, and decided to spoil this woman so that she could no longer get out of bed and escape. The two of you chased me and escaped without shame or impatience. The pattern of solving problems in bed without a word disagreement. Finally, after a series of dog-blood misunderstandings and love tests, the lovers finally got married. And Ji Yu Mo is now the cannon fodder in the book who doesn't even deserve to have a name and is offline after a few chapters. The heroine Ji Yu Ling's sister who is married instead. When Gu's mother was born, her husband cheated and found a mistress outside, and Gu's mother was eager to give birth to a boy to consolidate her position. A few days after the due date, Shaosan came to the door again to provoke her. She was so angry that she had a difficult childbirth and suffered a lot, but she gave birth to a daughter. So mother Ji Yu doesn't like the eldest daughter. When Ji Yu Ling was born, Gu's family's business was good, her husband returned to the family, and Ji Yu Ling was loved by Gu's mother. In addition, the younger daughter is innocent and lively since she was a child, smart and sensible, and has many talents. She has a special face when she is brought out. While the eldest daughter is taciturn and can't speak, and her academic performance is not good. She is an unpleasant existence. Therefore, Mother Ji Yu prefers the younger daughter more. And the eldest daughter is optional. Imperceptibly, Father Ji Yu didn't like seeing the eldest daughter either. Outsiders even only know that the Ji Yu family has only such an excellent daughter as Ji Yu Ling. And they don't even know the existence of the original body. After Ji Yu Ling escaped from marriage, Gu's father and Gu's mother did not hesitate to push the original body out to marry him. After the younger daughter fell in love with Oh Sichung, he asked the original body to give up her husband, saying that Oh Sicheng should have been Ji Yu Ling's husband. Ji Yu Ling, the genius cute baby, also became a god assist. In order to complete his parents and let the third party, the original body, disappear, he came up with a prank to clean up Ji Yu Mo. However, everyone around the original body thinks that this is the child's smart performance. If the original body cares about it, then the original body is wrong. As an adult, what do you have to care about with children? It's just a prank for a child. How serious is it? Even the child came up with a prank to find someone to kidnap the original body and intimidate the original body. But he didn't expect that when he found someone. He really moved his mind and kidnapped Yuanshan and Ji Ling. After the kidnappers took the ransom, they felt that the money was low, so they only wanted to put one and let Oh Sicheng choose. Oh Sicheng chose Ji Ling without hesitation and left the original body behind. Even the kidnappers asked for the second ransom. Oh Sicheng did not call. The kidnappers realized that they couldn't get the money, so they let go of the original body. After all, they only wanted money and didn't want to kill people. However, the original body, who came back unscathed, was accused by everyone, saying that the kidnappers were all arranged by her. She was self-inflicted. No one thought about how scared she, a young woman, was in those days when she was kidnapped, and no one knew when Oh Sicheng took Ji Ling away and left her, how desperate she was.